did touch on the topic of Mwalimu Rachel and her parenting, where she talked about her son is a bit grown now, he's getting into his teenage years. So she felt that, you know what, I think you need to be living with your dad now. Let us change the schedule and let us change the time that we spend with each other. So now he lives full-time with her dad, and now she gets to get him on the weekends. And she says the arrangement has really worked because him being in the presence of a man, he's able to be a man. Her being a woman, sometimes you may do your best, but you come short at the end of the day because you're not a man, you don't know the man experience. So she said, go live with your dad. He teaches you how to flirt, talk to women, how to dress, how to be a man. And I really applaud her for that. But she also says you can only do this with a responsible partner.
Yes, sir.
Which also gives the question, who are you having children with? Because if you're having children with a person who's not responsible, there's no way you will ever have this kind of arrangement. If you're having children with a person who will dip, or showed signs of dipping, or did not want the child, and you still went ahead and had the child, of course it's going to be a case of where you're always begging. You're always begging this person to be around the child. You're always begging for time and attention, and that is clearly not fair. She also said this thing of walking around and saying, I'm a single mom, as if it is a badge of honor. It really is not. And I think even you guys, have you ever been around people introducing themselves and somebody wakes up and says, my name is so-and-so and I am a single mother? And I'm just like, huh? Wow, why are you saying it like it's, you know, you got a medal from war or something? Anyway, fast forward, she also had a few sentiments about polygamy, more so. Who should be practicing polygamy? She says, personally, she doesn't have a problem with it. As long as it's working for others, people have compatibility, people are not stressing each other out. And the main component in polygamy is money, okay? You have to have money to have a polygamous lifestyle. Because ain't no way you're going to be dating or marrying multiple women and you can't provide them with the same standard of living, okay? So she says, if you want to be a polygamous man, you better have that money so that your wives, all of your wives, not your wife and your side chick, all of your wives have the same standard of living, okay? Kama wanaishi Syokimau, waishi Syokimau wote. Kama wanaishi Karen, waishi Karen wote. You need money to provide that standard of living. If one child is going to British system, all the children go to the British system. No, this thing of one child goes to this very prestigious school and the other one is scrapping coins just to go for a school trip. That does not make sense. So if you want to be a polygamous man, do you have the funds? Do you have the finances? Do you have the capability? Am I just talking? Because if not, then you're just an agent of poverty. You're a weapon formed against people, so stop it. Only practice polygamy if you are rich.
Do you have the facilities for that big man? That's
Exactly.
the question. Do you have the facilities for that big man? Obviously, I am a strong opponent of polygamy. Simply because I do not want it to happen to me. You know, if you open floodgates, sometimes the floods decide to come through. So me, I am just going to tell you, for my own sake, if you see my husband asking you, oh, baby girl, gay, tell him, your wife said no polygamy, so I can't. The answer is just that simple. That's simple. But ultimately, I completely agree with what Mwalimu Rachel said. If you are in the situation where you really, truly, intently want to have a second wife or a second husband, make sure you have the facilities to facilitate for the situation, because it's going to be tricky. It's going to cause a lot of strife if you are not treating them equally, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that concludes my opinions.